EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And taken down just shy of the 40. Well, these two teams met in Vegas earlier in the season with the Raiders winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver.
At the 39-yard line.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Now it's Taylor. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now it's Taylor. And all of that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Raiders defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Looking to throw. Wilson buying time to his left. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jones on the return. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 5. To throw is Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Now it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The Broncos at 3-8 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Williams. And running with power here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Up the middle, it's Williams. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to 17. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And Martin's got it, complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. This to Jacobs on the toss right. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They snap it at 1. Now it's Taylor. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action, now Taylor. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Taylor's throw pulled in by Renfro. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
This is taken at the 23. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Complete to right. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Broncos 7.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Taylor. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Taylor. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give to Jacobs running right. Takes it to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now Taylor. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. Marvin Mims, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 14-0. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And the mile high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Taylor to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's is able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll get this down to the 10. That gain of 15 gets them on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2 minutes to play. First half. It's 14-0. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. This complete to Martin. Touchdown, Broncos! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 2nd down, Taylor. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys end up watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nick Bonito. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
For that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Second down and 6 now. One back in the backfield. He'll get the and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. They give it to Williams, running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Shreds the tackle. And he's got this down to the 35. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Taylor. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. He's got room to roam. And down to the 7-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Now it's Taylor. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders get a bit closer. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the third quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question. We'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Here comes third and about a foot. Here's Wilson. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. On the return is Jones. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Taylor. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Play action, it's Taylor. He's across midfield, fighting his way through contact. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Breaks through the contact. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So there you go. They needed a big play, and they got one there on the touchdown run.
And that was a very important drive. Of course, they all are when you're trailing in the second half. But what I really liked, they didn't panic. They knew they still had time to run the football and keep playing their game.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Jones on the return. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
First down, Las Vegas.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Taylor. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Taylor. That is caught. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
From the red zone now, here's Taylor on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Jacobs going to try the middle. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Taylor to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end is going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
They'll run it with Jacobs. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I know they're going through all the possibilities right now, but the truth of the matter is a field goal doesn't do them a ton of good. It'd still be a 2-score game, so to me, go for it. Go for it boldly.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. Open man, it's Mayer in the end zone for the Raiders touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This taken in right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
They're on the 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here, all right?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
This crowd, boy, in a state of shock. What was once safely in hand is now a tie game as the kick is away here. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. And now off to the races down the right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 134 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a 2nd and 8. To throw is Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. Screen play set up for Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Here we go, 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Now Taylor. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. with a wind-up Denver victory. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Denver, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.